It's not ended the way we all hoped it would for the Bucks today. They've lost 1-0 to York City and have slipped out of the playoff places on the final day in National League North. I have manager Gavin Cowan with me, naturally disappointed. Gavin, hard to sum up how you must feel. I can't imagine how you must feel.
Yeah, of course, you know, the disappointment is there and everyone will feel disappointed because, you know, we've said previously that we didn't come this far to come this far. But ultimately, you know, we've got to understand that it's, you know, it's been an achievement of beyond belief, hasn't it? You know, we've had some amazing times. We've put the town back on the map, the football club back on the footballing map. You know, we've made some unbelievable strides, and we're well ahead of where we imagined that we'd be at this stage.
Sure. Have you got any sense for sort of like what's maybe been missing just the last few weeks? Or
I just think, you know, fine margins. You know, I don't think it was lost today. I think we've shown great character since the Orient tour. The Orient game that we've been unbeaten. But there's 5 draws out of 7. You know, 2 wins and 5 draws, and you know, so today it's a set piece where we need to be better. You know, York dominate the first half, we dominate the second, but yet we're unable to score. But you know, I start looking back over the season of when, you know, only a couple of weeks ago we let Blythe score in the last minute. You know, it could be an extra 2 points. We dominate Altrincham at home and come away 1-1. You know, and then we start to go back over the season, the Herefords at home and so on and so forth. You know, we've completely dominated teams in open play and not been able to put them to the sword. And you know, that's something for me to think of going into the summer now about how we can be better.
Sure. I guess that thing of being not that far away almost makes it get harder in a sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, I've said it again. You know, we played 2 teams in Atherton and York over this last week. 2 teams got nothing to play for. Would we rather be them? You know, it's all well and good them coming and playing with courage and freedom and walking around with a laugh on their face today, but really their season was over a long time ago. And I don't say that to be a dig, but what would we rather? Is that what we'd rather, or do we want to be in it for this? Do we want to feel the highs and the lows? You know, we want to feel that, don't we? You know, I start reminiscing over the season when Daniel scores, you know, what we thought was the winner at Solihull, you know, and then the Orient game when Ellis scores to get us back in it, and there's been so many moments over the course of this season. But you know, I don't know what the bigger picture is, but maybe the bigger picture is that this was meant to happen for us next year, to be stronger and to be more dominant and be better, to go and get promotion next year. I don't know. You know, we've got to keep a lid on expectation, because the reality is, as amazing of the board as the board have been, you know, they've really bought into a vision, and they're looking to support me, which is why I've signed a 2-year contract. But they're looking to support me, and but we are where we are. You know, there won't be any increase on what we are at the moment, because we've already come a long way this season. So for them to even, you know, commit to that has been, you know, real credit to them, Andy Price and Ian Dosser and the rest of the board. You know, it's they've worked tirelessly away from the club to put those opportunities in place for all of us. So you know, they deserve huge credit, and as did the local community. You know, when I came into the job, I said, didn't I, we'd bring the crowds back. We brought the crowds back. You know, was it up 35% the attendance is now, and you know, the local businesses have got on board to help and support us, and you know, volunteers, you know, Carolyn, who, you know, and the guys, they're working in the stand after games. You know, we need more volunteers. Of course, they need more help. You know, anyone willing to stay after games or through pre-season that can help would be much appreciated. You know, but businesses are getting on board, and the local community are coming out, and we're starting to come together as a club again. Like as I said would happen. You know, when I was a player, it was all there, and we're bringing it back again, and we should be extremely proud about that. And going into next season, we need to take the momentum of positivity, and it will be again to approach with caution, try and, you know, secure our position in the league, to then be mid-table, to then look, you know, further, and that's the way we have to look at it as a football club at the moment. And we hope that we can go into seasons pushing for promotion and demanding promotion and expectation, but we have to keep a lid on that. But we know now what we're capable of as a group. And when I talk about group, I talk about the players, the staff, the supporters, the local businesses, the board, you know, everybody in the community. We all come together. We've shown everyone what can be done this season, and that's just the start of it. You know, this could be a platform, and that's what I'm hoping for. This will now be the platform for us to kick on and be successful in the future.
Sure. So less, well, it is the end of the season, but it's less an end, more the end of the beginning, and we go on from here.
There is no alternative, you know. It's, of course, the disappointment is, I can't even explain to you how disappointed I am. I can't explain to you that competitive side of me, that demand for success, that want for not just me. It wasn't about me today, but for everybody who'd been involved. The players have just been. They're the ones that deserve the credit. The players are my staff. Not, I mean, it's great that I take some of the adulation this year, but they're the ones that truly deserve the credit, because it's all well and good me shouting my mouth off about this vision, and I expect the supporters to come back and this is what we're going to do, but people have got to believe in that, and I think that's harder to do. So the credit goes to everyone else around, yourself and Katie as well. You're part of that group. Everybody else involved with the football club. It's credit to everyone else that they've believed in it. You can imagine, for me, it's a very proud thing for me to see, stickers of my face all over the town, and scarves and banners with my name and something I've happened to say numerous times repeatedly. It's been a real humbling experience for me, and me and my family have been really thankful for that. But it's not just me that deserves the credit, it's everybody who's been involved, and I'm thankful to them. So I just want to say thank you to everybody at the football club who's supported and believed in the vision that I've had. But going forward, this is a platform for us. We can't let this consume us. Everybody has to keep relative expectation, but also say, right, next year there'll be no, we've only been together one season. It'll be, this has been our second season.
Yeah.
So we've got something to look forward to. I'll speak to a lot of the players. I've spoken provisionally to a couple of the players already, the core group, and then hoping to get round to a few more, maybe on the journey home. But whether they go on and do bigger and better things, which I would completely understand, or whether they choose to remain as part of what is, from their words, a very refreshing, enjoyable environment, then we'll use this as a platform, because there is no alternative. We'll use this to be even better come next season.
Sure. Gavin, I know you're disappointed, but you've given us an awful lot of pride as well this season, and an awful lot to enjoy, an awful lot of memories that people will look back on and treasure. So thank you very much for that. Thank you always for your time. Speak to us after the game. It's always appreciated.
Pleasure's all mine.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, Gavin. Thank you.